This episode will talk about XRP, its price, and our plans for it. Considering the year's end in boron black rock, a significant amount of money, or more accurately, undeployed tether, is being printed. But what does that mean to you, people? What environments do you think it will be used in? I've got you covered, so don't stress over it. Remain calm and settle in. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin 56778. It has now dropped 69% over the last day. Ethereum is ranked 2,325th. XRP is a mean lean 53 overall cryptocurrency market cap of $2 trillion and $1 billion, which is kind of drifting right now. It's down 1.7% for USDT and USDC, coming in at 99 cents. It's advantageous to be floating because you already know what will happen when we find a new base. It does, however, push cryptocurrency into space, and I think that's what's coming. It seems to be taking shape as I had anticipated. I had assumed there would have been a lead. Since it hasn't happened yet, it appears that the election season is likely when it will occur. It's interesting to note that you should watch XRP because, typically, the price will rise in anticipation of optimistic news approximately a month before the actual event. Update: will that be observed this time? When you see headlines like these, you know that time is truly running out, so eventually you will know. Elon Musk makes a $483 per share offer to purchase Ripple. It's false information. People, don't fall for this phony news. I don't, and you shouldn't be either. This account is phony, so follow it. This is not taking place. It doesn't even make sense why he would buy XRP at $4,813 per XRP when he could just go out and buy it from the market for 53 cents. He could buy as much XRP as he wanted at 53 cents, and then he could make an announcement. He didn't say anything like this, and he has never said anything like this. That would increase the cost of bogus news, so instead, they get cunning and place these small giveaways underneath it. Because they attract attention if you fail to hold your NFT, we've sold roughly 100 of them so far this month, which is about halfway through. Which, if you're a Fortnite lover, is enormous. You may now proceed. These are the ones from Fortnite. Every month, Fortnite Pride tiers receive a 30% return on XRP. The greater the number of points we have returned, more than 1 million XRP in credit cards, or XRP is accepted. Below are some example pieces. The more XRP you have, the more you receive back. You're not sure which tier you'll acquire from the ones you spin to win. Either a rare or a common one could be given to you. Depending on the quantity, you might receive an epic card. One NFT because you never know when to take a gamble behind the wheel. Utilizing the previous spin mechanism, and then this just in people, yesterday's intake into the Bitcoin ETF was above $17 million. The markets are beginning to recover from yesterday, and they are preparing for that parabolic hurry up for that shove. Put an end to reading stories about how the market is empty. We do this small lateral movement, which I named Who Recalls the Videos, and then go back to the VOD. Not a market, not a bear market. This happens if they have it. Check out the videos now. Told you how the markets would move once we saw some downward pressure and movement. A tiny chop zone where we would stall out and people would start screaming and kicking as the bull or bear market ended and we entered the bear market. The prices of cryptocurrencies won't rise. As I told you, not every currency will make money. People will begin chasing the nasty coins that the TR network just appeared to be. That's just their cruel network, you know. They are distracting, and that is what's happening. This kind of pricing movement, as we like to refer to it, is preparing to give this object the token quantity. This has been printed and is idly waiting to be injected into Bitcoin, but nobody is voicing their disapproval. Regarding this, no one is discussing the amount of tether that has been printed and is currently held in reserve. And hasn't yet entered the cryptocurrency markets. Why aren't they talking about it? Why isn't it on everyone's mind? And isn't that what you should be monitoring to track tether? Examine the quantity of ether that remains unaccounted for. Tether is still being deployed, and if retail sells the top of the markets to institutions, it will be deployed into Bitcoin. Never in your wildest dreams will I retail sell the top to institutions you want to know about, but I have something unique in store for you. Why? The institutions never lose because they can decide who wins and loses by using more capital to raise prices and attract more of their large clients to the markets, even if they buy the top spots. They are empowered to manage how the stock markets, cryptocurrency markets, and other markets operate. It really is that simple, but we still have everything waiting on the sidelines. Says Magnus price falls 10%. I wish they had brought up or touched on cryptocurrency yesterday, as Trump-Harris avoids discussing it in the debates because everyone needs it. Knowing all sides, we already know that Trump is pro-crypto, he is all about it, and we also know that he adores his NFTs. We need to know what the US's plans for cryptocurrency are, and if we want to see this crazy parabolic bull run that takes us above that $10 trillion range with a potential BL blow-off parabolic top at 18 to 23 trillion, we need to make sure that we have a presidential candidate. We know that he was at the Bitcoin conference preaching about crypto and how much he wants to make the US the leader in these new markets, but Harris keeps wavering and dodging the question. Make sure that our president is in office, I should say. That is pro-crypto because if we have someone in the office who isn't, we're screwed. Observe the damage Gary Gensler has caused to these markets. He is the one who led us into this days. Quick crypto, add this to the overall schedule. You are aware that Ripple has swollen staves from the Stellar conference. Marion, they felt a ripple in reality. Anthony Pomano will be Frax Payments' partner, which is going to be extremely exciting. All of this is happening at the Stellar Conference, as CAYB announced. From here, we're just going to get higher. Remarked, but fear that he is correct. People are currently so terrified that they won't buy. People are thinking, but if we go lower, I could buy more, but they fail to consider the alternative, which is, what if we don't go lower? I emphasize the importance of dollar cost averaging for those who continue to purchase cryptocurrency because if we move higher, you will purchase less. I have been doing this for more than 20-something months on Mondays. It was me and Casper. As soon as QUAT meets, I switch to QUAT. By DCA, I plan to exit QUAT and transition into another asset. I am aware. We are estimating that these markets will grow by at least 3 trillion. All of the assets will, in my opinion, hit their record highs. From 2020, and if I compare the current price action to the all-time highs from 2020, there is a significant profit to be made. If I can dollar cost, that's 4x for XRP. Average on these assets for an additional 3 to 4 months, the duration may vary. You can't worry about timing the markets, maybe it doesn't work that way. Even if it's just a month, I'm going to be ahead in this game. You can adjust the timing a little bit better in a barren market, but these things are about to blow up. When we see this grayscale, we question why we just purchased 41 million bitcoins. Grayscale is investing $41 million in Bitcoin, which is a bullish move. This is optimistic. We're getting so much higher, it's ridiculous. Goals for Bitcoin range from $150 to $250,000, and as of right now, it is at 56,000. There is still potential for profit on Bitcoin, with a total profit of $6.2 billion, surpassing BlackRock's profit of $5.5 billion in 2012. This raises the question, however, of where XRP is currently trading. As previously stated, typically before the swell, there's a small pump. I think the biggest announcement from this year's swell event is that Ripple will be launching a stablecoin, which is going to spread bullish vibes across the markets we already know. Sometimes it comes after swells less than a month away. Joel Katz revealed his thoughts on smart contracts. We discussed the need for a gold-backed stablecoin and how to get one. We are aware that smart contracts are essential. Regarding XRP and all of the testing that is taking place among these central banks, we are aware of all the Ripple partnerships. The Holy Grail initially consists of simply getting them onto RippleNet. Later, it consists of getting them to use a digital asset. We have not yet witnessed the widespread adoption. All these banks and partners are still involved. Excuse me, but but 1,700 is not over 5. Couples observing from the sidelines the flywheel effects are nearly finished. What happens when XRP begins to show real-world utility? When XRP becomes popular and the only thing people are looking for is Buddy the 75 cents, it will lead to a parabolic rise and a 6% market cap dominance similar to what we saw in 2017 and 2020, which will open the floodgates to at least $6 XRP. In this asset class, if we reach 7 to 10 trillion, we could see a 53-cent XRP.